and got ready, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to show up, just like the lovely Cherie showed up the other day. So just reminding you, Rosanna here, otherwise channeling the RozyGlow. And when you come to these daily prayers and you find there isn't one, usually we are live between 9 and 10 a.m. But if for some reason there isn't one, go back to the day before, because there'll be an extra message in there to work with and to listen through again. So the daily prayers are intended to be daily prayers, but we are human beings learning to be divine human beings, and sometimes we just can't show up. So we show up as best we can. I'm in my birthday suit. I have had the shower, I just haven't got dressed yet. So drinking my tea. And what I wanted to share with you was really, this prayer is in relation to surrendering the irritation that comes over not being in control and truly letting go, whilst doing what is in our power to set ourselves up in alignment. Now, this is the whole thing, isn't it? I'll hand it over to the universe. The universe will decide. You are the universe. You align with the greatest version of yourself, with the win-win-win, with the best possible outcome for everybody, and then you let go. You don't hand your power over just like that because you can't really be capable of making a decision. Please, don't be flimsy, be grounded, be in alignment, be accountable, be transparent. That's what we need. And, you know, I brought this lovely piece of moonstone, it's peach moonstone, just to remind us all of the blank slate that we have set ourselves up for. So it's kind of like the Moses tablet, but we get to put what we want on it. Just be nice. So the new moon, last new moon, and we're fast approaching a new one the next month. It happens like that every month. Was all about surrendering to our divine blueprint and letting go of micromanaging what that looks like. And today's prayer is a reiteration of that. So I woke up this morning with a real sense of just needing to check in with both of my teams, because it feels like we're going through upgrades every night and we're having to reconnect inwards and just make sure our divine architecture is in place in the morning. So that's your core line, physical outline, outline of your light body, and then your sphere of compassion. And just making sure that as everybody is kind of getting a bit lost at sea in this huge ocean of bliss, really, how to kind of navigate back to true north, which co-creation success is what teaches you that. And it allows you to feel safe to deep dive, and deep diving is what the Fearless Empowerment Free to Be New program does. So depending on where you're at, you know there's an option for you. Starting soon, the next Fearless is actually June the 12th, Wednesday, June the 12th, not the 5th. So bear that in mind. But I'm just going to go into this prayer and say that there is this balance between letting go and letting God, right? So God being the higher self in each of us. We let go once we've done what is in our power to set things up for the highest good of all. So, you know, if you've got to make phone calls, send texts, all the rest of it, get in a good space first. Don't just fire them out. And intend the highest. And I've really been feeling through my sleep a lot of frequencies coming through, been hearing the different mantras of just connecting to the higher frequencies. Very bright fuchsia's been coming through. So this frequency of divine delight is what I see it as. So just opening to this idea that you can trust to let go. But at the same time, your duty is to do what is in your power and to let go after that. So there is a serenity prayer. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That still applies. So do the things that are in your power to change and let go of the rest. I'm facing lots of changes this summer, lots of transitions, and it's really uncharted territory. And the pattern in my history is to just go into fear of all the things that could go wrong and could happen. My daughter reminded me of this yesterday. It's like, okay, let's positively anticipate. Let's see what we've already thought about and what we've already kind of got in our consciousness that we want to navigate through, and what else could possibly show up that we could prepare ourselves for. And then we let go and we trust the process. And it's that whole stepping into yourself when there is a challenge in your life that you know is a long-term challenge. For example, I have friends with children with special needs, or friends with children who have got a shortened lifespan, friends who's been separated from their children, like all sorts of scenarios that are like really hardcore. So for me to go, oh, you know, suffering's an option, it can seem a little bit flighty and a little bit sort of ill thought out. And I just want to honor the fact that, you know, it's through our challenges that we discover our power. So how can I align with grace and ease through this challenge, through this perceived struggle? How can I show up as the best version of me? What do I need to do to self-serve? Hello, whoever's here. You know, how can I stop kicking and screaming that it's not fair that this has happened to me, and why me, and why not someone else, and actually go, all right, on some level I have co-created this, on some level I have attracted this, so this is part of my soul's growth. What can I learn about myself? What can I learn about life? What can I learn about love through this? And that's what it means to see through eyes of love and to love what you see. So I'll get on with the prayer and we will go from there. Good morning, diamonds. I am holding myself through every change, knowing I am safe and I am guided by my divinity as I embrace the unity within me. I hold space for the fractiousness around me, seeing it coming into harmony, magically and wondrously. I am letting go of the how. I am fully immersed in the now, of grace flowing through me, flushing out the fear that has ruled me, as I am learning to be on this journey of life, trusting it is aligned with the divine, and my heart is where I am guided and inspired from. Anything I do not understand, I hand over and invite alignment with the master plan. Show me what I need to see. I am open to divine truth revealed to me. I am letting go of control in order to live optimally. I am held by the divine. I am seeing the good in everything. I am that I am. Thinking it, that one's choking me up. So the funny thing is, when I started this video, I was going to talk about the fact that all of the RozyGlow team are on their moon time. I came on yesterday. A couple of the team members have already come on. A couple of them are waiting to come on. And the masculines in our team are getting their man period as well. There's a lot of emotional triggers. So when I'm reading this again and I'm thinking, oh, yeah, I'm allowing all the past fear, false evidence, false expectations, false emotions appearing real. And honestly, in so many areas of my life, I've completely let go of fear, like completely, it's properly let go of me. But there are one or two areas where I care so much about getting it right, about the pain of the past, that it's so easy to just go into fear again. And it's always the people you care about the most. So for me, it's always to do with my daughter, it's always to do with my father, it's always to do with my sister, it's to do with my partners, the closest people to me. So I'm going to read the prayer again, but every time a woman bleeds, so you know the importance and the value of this, we are clearing the toxicity of our emotional and mental bodies. All that's been in our field that has been swept under the carpet gets pulled through us and into the earth to be transmuted. And if we have partnerships, anyone else in the house as well, who doesn't bleed for themselves, we bleed for them. So we collectively clear for our nearest and dearest. And that's why women who are on their moon should really be respected and nurtured and given time. And we're not given time. It's very sad. I'm surrounded by people at the moment, and you're going to hear this at some point, go, oh, you're always premenstrual. Oh, you're always ovulating. Oh, you're always... And it's like, yeah, damn right I am, because I'm connected to my hormones and I'm connected to the moon, and I am connected to the sensitivities that you don't even bloody notice. So, you know, that's okay if you think that it's something to take the piss out of. It isn't, and that's where it's at. So I'm standing in my truth there, or sitting in it, I should say. But effectively, through this clearing, every month we let go of things. So last full moon, what was coming up for me was frustration. And actually what I'm feeling this time is irritation. I'm just irritated. I'm irritated where I'm still forcing myself to do things I don't want to do. I'm irritated by the length of time things are taking to get done. I'm irritated by having to remind people again and again of things when it's like, just hold it for yourself, will you? And stop making me hold it for you. But there are other things I ask other people to hold me for. So, you know, it's always half of one and six, was it half a dozen and six of the other? I can't even say the statement now. Anyway, let's get back to the prayer. But essentially, just remember that every month we flush out what we're ready to flush out. And this month, it does feel very much like it is just letting go of the residual fears of living truly in divine truth and allowing that to show up. When you just don't know how, you don't worry, you just show up with your heart. One more time then. Good morning, diamonds. I am holding myself through every change, knowing I am safe and I am guided by my divinity. As I embrace the unity within me, I hold space for the fractiousness around me, seeing it coming into harmony, magically and wondrously. I am letting go of the how. I am fully immersed in the now, of grace flowing through me, flushing out the fear that has ruled me. As I am learning to be on this journey of life, trusting it is aligned with the divine, and my heart is where I am guided and inspired from. Anything I do not understand, I hand over and invite alignment with the master plan. Show me what I need to see. I am open to divine truth. Reveal to me, I am letting go of control in order to live optimally. I am held by the divine. I am seeing the good in everything. I am that I am. And that's what we managed to do. Hello, Karina. We do manage to see the good in everything once we clear out the toxicity, once we clear out the stuff we've been holding on to, either in our cloud storage, the pain body, known as the emotional and the mental body, or through our physical body. And we are in a detox period in the springtime. So just remember, if you are ready to embark on a deeper journey, that these prayers kind of give you a taste of the RozyGlow perspective. I have set a RozyGlow challenge. I'm going to publish a video about it today so that you can see that on YouTube as well, and you can invite your family and your friends to raise in consciousness and to move out of the stinky thinking paradigm. Also to learn to respect the things that we take for granted, like our moon time, our periods, like the cycles that we all go through, and to revere the fact that we are sensitive beings. We're learning how to navigate being on this dense planet, this physically dense planet, with all the suffering around us, whilst maintaining an open heart and focusing on how we can be of greatest service. And there'll be more coming on that tomorrow, okay? But for now, love you lots. Thanks for hearing me. And I hope that my vulnerability resonates with you in revealing your vulnerability. And you know, it's okay to kick ass. It's okay to tell people to piss off. It's okay to say you're angry. It's okay. All of these things are okay. Just come from love. Like, align yourself with love. Align yourself with your divinity. And then from there, you know, do your best to be in transparency about where you're at. It really helps others to touch base with their truth if you're in yours. Take care. Lots of love. Namaste.